some WCW World Champion Wrestling cards from 1991. That's just crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, my apologies. No one wanted to actually look at me, but here's a box of it. What are we looking for in here?
I mean, really, what we're just looking for is pretty much Sting, right?
Sting? Is it the Sting card that's on the box here?
From what I hear, like,
Was there a couple Sting
there's
cards?
a couple.
Do they have inserts? Dude, it's been so long. Like, are we in the era before inserts?
Yeah, oh, definitely. There are no. I don't think there's a single insert in this thing,
Oh
man. Like,
God. So
what would they? It's crazy. Like, what kind of?
sadly, this stuff is like glued on. So back in the day, you couldn't even steal it. That's how awful this is. All right, so I will not lie. The idea is to entertain while we do this,
While we
which
crack these open.
I don't know who all these are. Like, I would have heard
Pop
names.
that real quick.
I would have heard names of some wrestlers before, but
We
if
should
I
know
don't-
most of these guys, right?
I'm looking at it. I don't know who Missy. I've heard the name, but I don't remember a lot about her.
I know. I mean, Sting obviously is going to be the biggest, but I think also you're looking at the Steiners are going to be in
Yeah,
it.
the Steiners.
Oh,
the dog faced.
The biggest one though. We know who the biggest is of them all.
The Nature Boy. Or are we
Yeah,
talking
but
about
it's the
Stunning?
Nature Boy.
Is it?
Yeah, he's in this. I can't.
Dude, what is with this box? Like, this can't be how they.
You mangled that box.
You mangled. You see me over here shredding it. All right,
man,
well, that's
so
how it's going to
loud.
be. So we'll start with this until either A, we get something cool, or there's the vivid chance I get upset and just decide to let you rip the rest of them.
Right. Wow.
All right, well, pack one. We'll see what we can muster up here.
And I'll be sharing these two. I'll share two.
Oh, the Nature Boy. First card.
First card's Nature Boy.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And then Steiner Brothers. So
Woo!
Rick Steiner. Look at that. Do you ever have a goatee like that? You I feel like you may have. The chops.
Oh, not the chops like that though. That's a little
Sid
little,
Vicious. Another Ric Flair. I've never heard of the Southern Boys. Have you?
I don't. It's Southern Boys.
Yeah. There's Missy Hyatt. I mean, easy on the eyes for sure, but no clue who she is. Oh, a Horseman. There's Flying Brian Pillman.
Flying Brian Pillman. Well, I thought that was supposed to be Jim Brunzell.
Yeah, so who's
Who's
Doom?
that? Who's that guy?
Doom? Have you heard of Doom?
Doom.
The
don't
video
know
game.
who
There's
Doom-
your El
Doom, the
Gigante.
video game. I know.
Another Flying Brian, and then the Steiner brothers with the dog. Didn't know they had a dog.
They had a.
Well,
How
he's
much
in the.
did you watch this shit?
I watched it when it was probably still called NWA.
NWA.
Yeah, but
Well, WCW was WCW for a long time.
yeah,
weren't they?
after NWA, that was when Ted Turner bought it.
Oh, and they changed it to WCW.
I think there's probably some of their that's not listening out there that would know that better than I would.
How much did you watch? What it was AWA wrestling?
All the time. That was probably when I learned about the Road Warriors first, and that was regional because that was Minnesota.
Yeah, that was Minnesota.
So they
Hulk
used to
Hogan was
have-
the big one.
Jerry Blackwell. I remember there was
Oh my God, yeah, Jerry Blackwell.
Colonel De Beers who played the villain role, Stan Lariat Hansen, and there was a guy that I am not going to mention his name for respectful reasons, but he came to the workhouse, my first career job. So I literally,
he was there.
I shouldn't admit this now, but no one escaped and no one got murdered or anything on my watch. But I talked wrestling with this guy for hours on my shift. It was probably the fastest shift in my correctional career.
That's
But, yeah, that was
hilarious.
cool.
I remember Baron von Raschke, the Claw Master.
He was a teacher, wasn't he?
I don't. I know. Just I loved him. He was one of my favorites. Him and
Checklist for you.
Jim Brunzell. I actually met Jim Brunzell. He was a super nice guy. He signed an autograph for me.
I feel like we just pulled the same pack.
Pulled the thing. Are you pulling like? Did you pull Sting yet?
No, well, it's 2 packs in.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the same guys, really. I'm just pulling
Is that
out
Arn
guys
Anderson?
Yeah, he's the horse.
I didn't know that Arn Anderson was in this box.
Well, he was the original Horseman.
You need to go just that way to your
This way,
Yep.
no one cares. So,
No one cares. Oh, that's perfect. You're right in the middle.
all right.
I do not know who the frickin' Southern boys.
I've never heard of them. So, like, maybe if you got more than one follower, they could tell us who these people are. Anybody,
Does it show any views? Oh, 3 people are watching.
I think
this.
that in the budget for the next polls, maybe we should get somebody that can Google this stuff.
Google why we're doing it.
This-
I can Google.
the-
I'm watching.
this-
I'm watching the chat at the same time.
High budget production here. Terry Taylor. I feel like Terry Taylor was like a promoter later on, but don't quote me on.
I feel
any
like
of this.
whatever the best
Ricky
Ric
Morton.
Flair is, like this one, I should send into PSA.
Well,
That
you can
and-
use your money for
And
that.
the best, what, $15 from-
Ricky Morton. He was the Midnight Express.
I don't. Was that that guy right there, Beck?
Back.
Sid
Sid
Vicious?
Sid Justice in WWF.
Oh, was that-
Yeah,
Oh,
same guy.
Sid Justice there, yeah. Oh man,
Dude.
that wicked break of his leg.
We don't need to.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
you can pull that up on YouTube and put it on the video and see how many people we lose. Who's Tommy Rich?
That's another guy I don't know.
Dutch Mantel. Come on, you know Dutch.
I don't.
Yeah, well, not from the Karate Kid either.
Who was it? Who's that guy? I like.
No, you
It's
remember
full of guys
that's
I don't
Jimmy
know.
Jimmy
The
Garvin.
Thunderbirds, yeah, or the Freebirds.
Yeah, what wasn't it? Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. He was a Freebird, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Him,
Freebirds.
Terry
Terry-
Gordy,
No, I was gonna say
and
Terry
Michael
Funk, but
P.S. Hayes. Lex Luger.
Well, the Freebirds used to battle it out with who is it?
The Road
Von
Warriors. Yeah, I didn't watch
And the Von
WCW.
Erichs. I used to watch them.
Lex Luger, but there's your stinger.
Oh, what's it? That's not the first stinger though, right? There's one that's like the better of the ones.
That's
That
the
one
one that
sucks.
looks like that on the box.
Still have a main one where I think he's standing.
The main
These
cards
are,
where
these
you're
are ugly,
standing.
by the way.
These
Ugly
are
cards.
not the Nick Wassicus taking pictures of the cards days.
Then he gets the shout out.
Well, because he does good work, first of all.
By the way, I wasn't able to find YouTube on your.
Because it's probably not there. Maybe you're still trying to hack my password? How about
Yeah.
I just get in there for you?
You did have it in once, but we were
YouTube, you want?
we were yapping
YouTube is in.
in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've hidden it because of your
Oh.
foul.
Because of
play
me,
here.
it was all me.
Ricky Morton, another Sid Vicious, another Doom. Yeah, it'd be great.
It's all
Arn,
lots of doom.
Dutch Mantel. There's a Freebirds. There's 2 of them.
I just remember
Elegant Gigante.
I like to watch the Freebirds get
Beat up. There's Stinger.
Is it?
I kind of like
that's
that
the,
card.
That's
actually,
the one. That's the one.
is that the rookie card worth $3?
Yeah, $3, but it's one that's I think worthy of maybe getting
Mr. Wall Street. Is that Erwin R. Shyster?
Erwin R. Scheist.
Isn't that what his name was in
Yeah.
WWF?
Yeah, because he had
looks
to
like
change
him.
it because WCW
His-
owned the rights.
This is where we need some more into the production because I feel like one of his kids wrestles now.
He could. I mean,
But
there was-
actually, now that I think of it, it may have been. Do you remember? Do you know? Because you haven't watched it, Bray Wyatt, pretty popular guy. I want to say it was his kid, but I am extremely confused on that whole bit. So I'm gonna go that I'm wrong. It's not always the greatest of ideas to bring us back 40 years.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
30,
Well,
30.
I'm just thinking, like when I was watching that stuff,
The Twins were winning.
right? God,
Ricky,
Erwin,
what
such an idiot.
what'd you do?
I just, your button, I hit the off button. on
Oh,
the thing.
technical difficulties.
Yeah, well, it's
We don't have a
the way it
tech
goes.
guy either, apparently.
No, we don't. We have a guy who's
Sid Vicious,
trying to
Doom,
tech
Tom.
guy.
These cards all look like the same pack except for like
are they
one
getting
card.
bad to the point where it's like,
They're rough. They're not aesthetically pleasing. Hey, there's a Sting.
Okay,
That's a pretty
yeah.
cool card.
that is a pretty cool card. I don't know if it's, I don't know. Like that one's pretty badass though.
Well, I liked him even back in the Bleach Blonde
In the
days.
Bleach
That's when
Blonde
I
days?
really kind of liked him.
Who is?
yeah.
Oh, it's
Mike
Mr. Wall Street
Rotunda,
again.
yeah.
Oh man, these are interesting cards.
Yeah, we're not going to get through the whole box. I could tell you that right now.
Do it. Well, we could do a crossover so I can open some of these.
Well, we could do that too.
I
Because
mean, look,
I
like,
can't at
the
some
one thing
point.
is that these look like they're pretty well centered and pretty good condition, like no issues. So I feel like I'm gonna send at least one.
Who was Z-Man? Do we know who Z-Man was? Not
Z-Man.
T-Man. Z.
Z-Man. Let me look up in the rest.
Like, yeah, you got to do some of this stuff because I
Okay.
don't know who these people are.
How they? Let me show it. Let me see the
Z-Man.
Z-Man.
He looks Hispanic-ish to me.
Z-Man games. Z-Man lures. Z-Man wrestler.
How about, yeah. I was gonna say not games.
Z-Man.
Another
Tom
stinger.
Zenk.
Oh, I remember Tom Zink, but not as Z-Man.
He was an American professional wrestler and bodybuilder. He was
What
best
did they
known for
have his
experience.
nicknames listed there?
Oh yeah, he was in the WWF
Well, as who?
as let's see, they gotta show his
Dude,
all
this
his
is a Southern boy.
oh dude, he's from Minnesota.
I
Grew
feel
up
like
in
I knew
Golden
back
Valley,
in the day.
Minnesota.
Well, a lot of them did.
He died too.
Dude,
He passed away.
checklist 13 different sting cards here.
13.
We got to pull them all and we got to send them
Oh, he
all
was in the
individually.
Can-Am Connection.
Yeah, well, why
Remember
is
the
the
Can-Am?
Southern boy dressed as a Confederate soldier, dude?
Well, because he was a Southern boy.
Oh, well, I mean, aren't there other people in the
he
South?
Zenk formed a tag team with Brian Pillman,
What were they called?
defeating the Fabulous Freebirds
What were they
to
called?
feud with the Midnight Express. I'm trying to like, what were they called? Why would they?
They need to have an insert
Defeating the
in here.
Cuban Assassin.
The Cuban, yeah, okay.
Ring name Z-Man.
So he's not Hispanic? Because he kind of looked like it in that one.
I don't think so. He's
There's a Ric Flair
could
card.
be.
More Southern boy people.
the Southern.
I'm
boy.
going to Missy Hyatt. It's the one that's on the box
Went to
with
Robbinsdale High School. Graduated in
Is that-
1976.
Jim Ross. We got to look at the back of this. No, it's not going to tell us. Her hobby is thoroughbred horses and show dogs.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. The AKA Arn Anderson, the enforcer. Apparently, if we looked at the back of these, we could have educated ourselves to some
Oh, man.
degree.
Well, that's okay. I mean, we were just going to open this up. I wish they would tell you, like, he had a tag team, but it didn't say, he didn't have, like, a name of the tag team. He just was with Pillman. It also is not, like, giving me his, like, what were his names?
Who you wanted to know his hobbies?
Yeah, that I wanted to know.
That's a
too.
cool stinger card.
He beat up Larry Zbyszko.
Well, who didn't?
I never liked Zbyszko at all.
He was a great villain. That's
yeah,
a
because
cool
he was a dick. Like, nobody liked him.
Flair card. Because he was
I
good
like
at
that
it.
Flair, too.
Yeah,
that's
that's a good one.
sweet.
Pillman, Doom again.
I will definitely go through these and like find. Oh, that's horrible. Can you imagine having to like pick somebody up and be right in his ass?
Well, how do you
Pass.
think you do that? Did I just literally go through a whole stack?
Oh my god, that's
That was quick and painful. All right, I'll open these.
one more and I'll take over.
You want one more sleeve ish?
Yeah, sleeve,
Okay.
and I'll see if we can. Do you think we can get through?
I think these cards are so bad they're not even going to actually. My trash is going to like you're going to have
reject
to
them.
figure this out on your own.
I'm gonna put these out as the free gift or free giveaway to your Super Bowl party.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they'll stay here.
Everybody gets a rookie Ric Flair.
Yeah, that's a cool stinger.
That is a cool stinger.
The Four Horsemen. It's Flair.
Oh, he's doing the Flash too. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I could do without Southern boys.
But that's a weird one.
Missy Hyatt looks like she's
I know
high.
nothing.
Yeah, look her up because
Okay.
I don't know anything, and no disrespect to any of these people, but
Missy?
this was obviously
Hyatt?
pre Monday Night Wars
Oh, way before, yeah.
because that would have been what late night. That would have been when we were in college. So this was still 6 years prior to that.
I was just looking to see if she's still alive. She is still alive.
What is she
She
doing?
retired back in 2016.
Well, I mean,
Her debut was 1985.
so she was still a youngster.
She's from
in this.
Florida. Let's see.
We're not caring about some of
Began
these
when
guys.
she was hired by WCW as a valet for
Stinger.
then boyfriend, professional wrestler John Tatum. I don't know who that
Good
is,
old
do you?
John. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. They have a big name on it.
You know, if one of these wrestlers ever listens to this, there's a really good chance we're going to get pummeled.
What do you mean you don't know me?
Oh, I mean, I vaguely remember. I feel like Terry Taylor was like a higher up, like on the Monday Nitro stuff, like he was
I don't
an
know.
executive or
Oh,
something.
maybe something like that.
I don't know the right term.
By the way, here's a great name that I haven't heard in a while. Sir Oliver Humperdinck.
I vaguely remember
Is that
him.
the same as like? Was that?
These cards are terrible.
Oh yeah, okay, I remember that dude.
There he is.
Another Minnesota guy.
Jim Ross.
Is it Jim Ross card?
Yeah.
That's kind of
That's
cool.
who's in the card with Missy Hyatt, because it looks just like him. Man.
But he was that before he had the
Stroke? Oh yeah. He was relatively young.
I don't know how
think.
old he was when he had the stroke.
He was in WWE, I thought, for that.
When he had that?
But is that Lex Luger right there? Kind of looks like him.
Yeah,
But
I don't
not,
think it is. No, he didn't have hair. Luger never had hair like that.
That's a cool Stinger card. We're gonna get all the Sting cards. That's gonna be the highlight of this whole
She
bit.
had a big she was with them in the beginning of the Nitro Wars or the Monday Night Wars.
Yeah, but I don't know what she did.
She ended up getting fired for her behavior and jealousy over the signing of Sherry Martel.
That would be a reason.
So that
Elizabeth didn't do it for you? Well,
Yeah.
come on.
She you know what she did is she filed a lawsuit against WCW for sexual harassment.
Did she win?
The lawsuit was ultimately resolved in '96, but it doesn't say the results of the lawsuit. Sorry, I can't get all the information.
Dude, there's another Jim Ross card. You
Kaz.
should send that to him to get signed.
He probably would sign it. You think if I sent that to Sting, he'd
Dude, I swear to God, if my friend ever watched this video, we were in Texas 2 years ago, and I swear to God, so we're at a bar, and the guy sits down next to us, and I'm like, you look like to me, you look like Steve Borden. And the guy, yeah. I'm like, you look like Sting, and he would not show us his ID and I'm like, you literally, I would lose money and a bet if you weren't him right now, and he would not tell us his name.
Dang.
And I'm thoroughly convinced. And to be a little more odd about this story, he asks my buddy to go out and look at his motorcycle, which I'm not gonna lie, that's weird to me.
Yeah.
He goes out there and it was a red and black motorcycle. I'm like, I don't know if that was a little NW Wolfpack kind of thing going.
What year was that?
2023.
2023.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Were you with me when we were at the bar in Minneapolis and what was his name? Mr. Perfect?
No.
Was it at the bar?
I was not. I liked Mr. Perfect though.
What's his name?
Kurt Hennig.
Kurt Hennig,
He's
yeah.
from here too. He went to
Yeah.
Robbinsdale.
Another
Dude,
one that there's so many.
How is it even possible? Like all those dudes, because I think they're close in age, they must have been dominating in sports.
Yeah, I mean, think how many came from, right? But I mean, I'm also sure it's like who you know. You get one end and like, hey, I know this.
Because I
guy
actually
too.
think the Road Warriors are from here, but they were kind of hailed out of Chicago because it was supposed to be like a tougher gimmick. But we'd have to look that up.
That Ric Flair is awesome.
There's
by
the
the way.
Z-Man.
I like the Ric Flair with the 4. I wish he was facing like the camera. Oh, the Steiner brother card is kind of
Dude,
cool.
but that's before roids.
I mean, Royds was probably just.
Well, yeah, but when he was in WCW, he was jacked compared to that.
Well, that's why so many of them are
His
dead.
kid wrestles now.
Does
No, I take that back. That's Rick's kid. What's his name? Braun Breaker. He's actually pretty good. Or at least he's entertaining to watch, I should say. If there's no way we don't get the entire set here.
There's only 160 cards in this
I
thing.
know.
So
Missy Hyatt's number 160.
160. Arnett.
She can't, so do we know how far wrestling cards go back?
Yeah, there's definitely cards in the 80s. I mean, my guess
Like,
is
who
there
would be
might
the
have been
first
some.
female wrestling card?
Oh, that.
Would it be like the Fabulous Moolah?
Holy, like, I mean, I can look that up.
As I look through these hideous things, trust me,
First female
I like that card.
wrestling card.
PSA 10 right there, Stinger.
Oh, he's wearing the belt too.
Ric Flair, patented.
Um,
there's, do you like that? Have we pulled one like this? The Flair with the green robe?
No, but I like that one too.
Those
The
checklists.
Flair one's just he's.
Well, Flair's Flair. Like, whether you like him or not, he's an icon in wrestling.
It might, you know what might be the first one is Miss Elizabeth.
All right. Well,
Not
that would
even
have
a
been.
wrestler, but My guess is she was kind of the first of the big.
Wait, we're down to 2 people watching this, and I think my account is one of them. So you're gonna have to like do some commercial breaks.
Do some bigger.
Yeah, they're like, these are probably rough on my HD. Yeah, this pack sucked.
You even
I know. I'm
have
not.
you pulled a who's the big dude, the guy that sucked in that weird muscle
El
suit?
Gigante.
El Gigante?
I've pulled a few.
Oh,
of
you
them.
have you? I haven't seen
They're
them.
well, I mean, they're in there,
The El Gigante.
and I'm sure there's 10 more. There's one
mean-
right there.
Oh, there. He was a weird looking dude too.
So, like, his favorite wrestler is Sting. Like, it wouldn't be yourself.
I mean, who says that though?
Like Doom. Yeah. See, look at that stupid thing. Like, no offense. I mean, but like,
That
that's
was
not a
bad.
good gimmick.
No,
That's a what was it? Gold's Gym outfit with the wrong colors. This is all we have left in stock. Here you go.
Just put this on. You'll like it. It'll be good.
Yeah, these are so bad. Arn, Dutch Mandel. Yeah, there's another. That's how would you even get behind that gimmick?
Is the monkey suit in that though?
I haven't seen it.
So I wonder if what year did he wear?
I felt like it was a little later,
Was
to
it
be
later?
honest with you.
El Gigante monkey suit. I don't even know if that's what it's called.
Doom. I think we've got all the Doom cards we'll ever need.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
If you guys need to know where this is, it's going to be in the dump in about
I
weeks.
will hold on a couple of them.
Yeah, well, the Stinger cards. Here, we're going to do a quick switch up here because
Wanna do a
I
switch?
can't look at these anymore. They're awful.
Jorge Gonzalez is in.
That's his name?
Yeah, that was his name. That was the. I've saw you opening them. I've only seen a few of these. You really made a mess here.
Well, yeah. He's 8 feet tall.
He's not 8.
Let's see.
Oh, baloney.
Actually,
Okay.
he was billed at 8 feet.
Ugh.
Dude, he retired in 96.
Do you suppose I can find the one of one Sting autograph card?
Is there such a thing?
No.
Well, then probably not.
Fabulous Freebirds. Lex. Who's this? Oh, there's the Jim Ross and Luger yelling at somebody. That Stinger's cool. Terry Taylor.
Take those stingers out because
You pulling the stingers?
Of them, I'm gonna take them from you.
The Stingers. You want the Lugers too, right?
No,
The Steiner brothers.
nope.
Honestly, and the Ric Flairs.
Like Flares, yeah.
That's okay. I would think that's a decent looking Steiner brothers. I like them back in the day, especially Rick. I like Rick better than the other. Yeah, I thought he was funny. I never liked Big Papa Pump. That was not my thing. He was kind of ridiculous.
Well, I mean, that dude was used.
Oh God, yes.
I mean,
Who was Teddy Long? I
He
don't
was a
remember.
ref initially, and then
Was
they
he?
made him a GM, I think, of
There's a Stinger.
WWE.
I don't remember Terry Taylor really either.
Yeah, we're gonna look him up because I could swear that during the
Freebirds, Wall Street's dump. Luger's pretty big. Steiner's, yeah. There's with the dog wearing his Michigan jacket.
Yeah.
There's another Stinger and a flare.
Dude went to Syracuse.
There's a flare. The Southern boy. Like who cares? Southern boys.
Never heard of them.
No, I don't remember them at
I'm
all.
guessing they weren't tag team champions.
Well, you never know who they give them
The
to.
Red
you know.
Rooster. I've heard of him. That's who Taylor.
More Teddy Longs.
Terry
That's
Taylor
good.
was.
That Stinger's cool. Oh, Teddy Long does not
Like,
belong
why
with
are
the
you putting him
Stingers.
out there?
Terry Taylor, Freebirds, Mr. Wall Street. Kind of looks chunky there. Lex Luger, the Steiners. I wonder if is there a difference between yellow and red?
Yeah, they're different colors.
That flare.
That's cool.
I like that because he's got the belt too. If I get one, that would be
in
it.
that picture, never mind. This is probably PG.
This no, we're not for kids. You can swear. You can say
I
fuck
wasn't
off.
even gonna swear. It was worse than that. I
Oh.
just wanted to know in that picture how many he had bagged before that.
The Sid Vicious and Sting card's kind of cool.
Yeah, but it's still so vicious.
I didn't mind Sid Vicious. Ric Flair and Sting. Southern Boys. Nobody cares about you, Southern Boys. Flying Brian.
Yeah, so he worked backstage for WCW. That's where I kind of remember him most.
Yeah, El Gigante that was definitely before the.
That's great.
What's that? No.
There's not a ravishing Rick Rude.
Did you watch much of early WCW?
Like, no. Like I said, it was NWA that I remember because it was on
Arn?
TBS,
My God, these are bad.
and like the production wasn't great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it almost, it's hard to describe, but like the lighting was not as good as WWF. But when that's when I think Ted Turner bought it. It went to like WCW.
Well,
and,
because
like,
Bischoff,
the whole
when
thing-
when Turner took it, Bischoff, I know, took it.
yeah, Bischoff,
They hired him,
he clearly, I mean, he was doing stuff nobody else was doing.
right? He just got stuck.
So
Ugh.
yeah, I watched it before that because I remember watching like Clash of the Champions was always
Stingers.
fun. The Bunkhouse Stampede, like
Oh
they
my
had
God,
really
these are
good-
things, man. These are crazies. I haven't thought about some of this stuff in years.
Well, I remember like I had a videotape. I had recorded it where Road Warrior Hawk had wrestled Ric Flair for the championship, and it was in one of them War Games that they just had for W. That was an original WCW event or NWA.
I remember. You remember the first WCW video game? It was for the Super Nintendo. Yeah, I don't think they got their first. Their first video game was a Super Nintendo.
About that. I think there's a WCW Nintendo game.
There might be. There very well might be. But I thought that their first one was on Super Nintendo. But you could prove me wrong. You know, prove me wrong.
I don't pretend to be right on anything I'm saying at this point.
The these Freebird ones.
WCW Nintendo game. WCW Nitro.
Oh, that's
That
Sting.
was a PlayStation game.
Stinger, Taylor, Fabulous Freebirds.
Yeah, WCW had a. Yeah, you've seen.
For
that.
Nintendo.
Yeah, it was called The Road Warriors are on the cover.
Huh.
And because I liked Sting so much, I always felt like I was getting the short end of the stick because I had always used Road Warrior Hawk, who I oddly liked more than Animal, even though Animal was the better guy. I always would use those two as tag teams as the Road Warrior Hawk and Sting.
The Jim Ross card's kind of cool, actually. I feel like it does. Like I bet you he would sign that thing.
Why would you want that slang?
Yeah, because he's kind of cool. I mean, he's definitely got a lot of
That picture,
history.
There's no cool tripping off that card.
No, but it's the fact how much history Rick Ross brings to the table.
Rick Ross? How about Jim?
Oh, Rick. It's because I had the Rick Flair. I'm on the last one, dude. And it's
Get those done.
then we'll which one is if we get on like I haven't anybody besides that first person Ling you say Woodoo Chub BC of. I thought maybe I get somebody
How do
on.
you even chat with these people?
Oh, do you go the?
Yeah, here we go.
But there, I don't think like there's.
Nobody on.
It'll be somebody watching this later. They'll. God, this dude, man. Need to cut some of that hair. Jesus.
Who's Ling Zoo?
I don't know. He's Ling Zoo, man. We appreciate our fans. Ling
Got
Zoo.
one.
Hey, one's enough.
Probably the one that makes your jerseys.
He probably does. Thanks, Ling Zoo. I appreciate you make
Oh,
it.
really appreciate the video.
You make a good group of freaking jerseys. The Freebird. That's a good Freebird, actually. Look at that card. That's cool. I mean, for the Freebird, I know you don't like the Freebirds, but I didn't like him. This is just ugly. God, he's an ugly dude.
The sad part is like we're just like nothing.
I picked this up because I thought it'd be a little bit more fun than it was. I do think I will probably send in a couple cards, but
Dude, you broke my phone.
good job. Did you want it to work?
No,
It's an iPhone, so you know why it's broke.
it's just Facebook.
No, nobody cares.
Say there.
Yeah, this Tay. I keep on getting this Tay Long card. Like, why?
Maybe that's the hidden gem.
It is. It's. I look it up. I bet you eBay will pay off my house with that card.
Missy Hyatt, 1986, looked really good.
Southern boys, God, coming down to the end, man, and I'm happy,
She was
but
married to Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. I remember
hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert, God. How many big time wrestlers came through Minnesota? You think?
Back then, a lot.
It just feels like there were
I mean,
so
there's
many.
that we probably don't even remember.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's Ric Flair's.
I want to see if this guy's one of them. I want to throw in names on here
Doom.
because you're going to be surprised. Like he was from here.
Yeah, I know the big ones, but
Rick Rude,
I knew Rick Rude.
Kurt Hennig,
I knew.
the Killer Bees.
Yep. They both were?
There's let me look. What was it? B. Brian Blair.
Yeah. I know. I mean, obviously, what's his name was, but, well, I know the guy.
Ric Flair went to the U of M, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, I think he's
I watched
Minnesota
the
blood.
documentary. B.
Um,
Brian Blair is from Louisville, so
he's not.
Gary, Indiana.
But Gagne was,
Yeah.
but that was the High Flyers. Woof. Woof. These are rough.
Yeah, get them done and just.
I got 4 done, and we'll close it up. Which one are we going to open next?
Something better than those.
You pick. You got 3 back there, unless somebody on here says
I don't
something.
really think, yeah, the one person following it doesn't care.
Either Yo MTV Raps, American Bandstand, or Flair.
Am I gonna know anything about any of that?
The Bandstand, well, it's 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Well,
I like that Flair a
I
lot.
don't know a lot about 60s, 70s.
This is the card. I'm gonna find the best one. I'm gonna send that one in.
Let's see.
Not the
Who's
Arn
gonna
Anderson.
have this? Minnesota-born wrestlers.
Oh yeah, they'll have. Hulk is from Florida, right?
Yeah, that sounds right. Jesse, he's not.
Oh, Jesse's from Minnesota. Yeah,
Is he from here?
yeah, he's from Minnesota. He's a Minnesota boy. He's one of us.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's screwed up a lot.
Last 3. Ricky Morton, Sid Vicious, Doom. Hey, the Stinger's here. We like him. Dutch Mantel, the
You
Freebirds.
didn't like Sting as much as I did.
I definitely liked him better as as the Crow Sting. But I'm a big fan of the Crow. So 2 left, man. You didn't pick your box. What are we opening next?
Let's do the baseball one.
Oh,
I can actually look at somebody I've heard of.
you don't want the MC Hammer card yet? I don't know who Tommy Rich is. I couldn't tell you a thing about this guy. Why is this dude's face all
Never
blurred
heard.
out?
Yeah, maybe
Dutch Mantel, he's got weird hairy legs. I don't like it. It creeps
wrestlers
me.
from Minnesota. Lars Anderson.
I don't know who this guy. Oh, this might be Luger. God, it's just a weird picture.
It kind
of
of
him.
looks like him to me.
I don't remember him ever having long hair. Do you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's him.
Kind of had the mullet.
The mullet thing, I guess. Sting in the pink.
Buck Zumhoff. Didn't he get
Buck
picked
Zumhoff.
for age touching? I feel like that's a thing.
Who knows? Last one.
Well, it says that he was sentenced for 25 years.
Well.
Right after they tell you what his nickname is. So,
Oh, we don't want to know what it is.
Ham Lake, Minnesota. Why is there a lot of weird shit tied to Ham Lake? Isn't that where the gal was kidnapped?
Oop. Oh.
It's probably taken away from what we're trying to do.
Yeah,
here.
probably. I don't.
Up somewhere that direction,
The good news is the very last card is going to be.
dude.
Oh, nope. You don't go there. What am I doing
You're
there
gonna
for?
like one of the ring names for Buck Zumhoff, though.
What?
Mean Ma Miller.
Mean Mom?
Ma.
Ma?
Mean Ma Miller.
Okay. I don't know why.
Where
Stinger
is he? I think you could write to him and have him sign or stuff.
in prison.
You probably would.
Is he still in prison?
Money on the can. Oh, he was. Let's see. 25 years in 2014. So I'm pretty sure he's still there.
Probably. Hey, what's your guess on who the last card is? It's not this one.
Is it somebody we've heard of?
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah.
It's either Sting or Flair.
Well, what's your guess?
Sting.
This thing. And that is the final card of the. This card stock's rough.
Yeah.
These are rough cards. It was worth a try. I did not pay a lot for this.
Well, good because it should have been.
Less than nothing. But I will. I'm gonna send, I think, maybe this Sting and a Flair out.
That's just.
I'll send one
Paul
Flair and one
Ellering
Sting out.
was from Minnesota?
Who?
Paul Ellering.
Oh.
He was the Road Warriors manager.
Oh, yeah. Well, how about who was that one dude?
Road Warrior Hawk was here, but where was Road Warrior Animal from?
I would think there would be both.
I went to, ooh, St. Paul, Minnesota. Where did he go to school? It was St. Paul Harding. We're going to have problems.
Start
I
fight
had
with
to
him.
throw my shots in.
Is he still alive?
Ooh,
What's his name? Hawk?
he passed away a long time
Oh, well, then you don't have to worry about it.
2000.
You can talk all the crap you want.
Not about him, about the school he was.
Oh, I thought you were going to just talk crap about him. And I'm
No,
like,
he was one of my favorites ever.
oh, man. All right. Well, let's call this and we'll start the next one up. You wanted to do Flair next, so we'll do
Yeah,
Flair.
we'll do Flair.
Okay, we'll do Flair next. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out my what do I have? TikTok still. Check out the rest of my YouTube videos. Otherwise, yeah. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later. If I can figure out how to turn this off, which I don't remember how to do. I'm still
Iron Day
looking.
High School.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Wow.